Welcome back today, guys. It's Headliner Magic, and we're coming to you to do some sun visors from a Honda Civic. Now, this covers the years 1996 to 2000. Got these sun visors here, and we're going to recover them. Stay tuned. It's Headliner Magic. We'll show you what we do. All right, guys, so welcome back. If you're just joining us, like I mentioned, this is going to be some sun visors from 1996 to 2000 Honda Civic. And you guys stay tuned. We're going to show you exactly what we do. So let's get into it. So first off, we're going to get ready to rip off this old headliner material. We're going to be wrapping these today in our Black Suede. It's a foam back headliner, and I will be leaving a link in the video description below where you can purchase this materials from Headliner Magic. All right. So first we're going to use razor blade, single edge razor blade, and we're just going to come in here and cut off this old material. I do have a mirror on both of these assemblies, so I just want to be careful that I don't damage them in removing this material. So I'm going to cut away. Now these mirrors, they're actually installed on here. They're plastic welded onto the back of this board, so I'm not going to disrupt that. I'm actually going to leave that intact. So now I got this thing all the way open. There's a little piece of material in here that I'm going to cut out. All right, so we have this thing pretty much cleaned off here. I want to remove as much of this dead foam as possible. That way I'll have a clean surface to glue to. All right, guys, so now I have this thing as clean as I'd like to have it. You can see here. And now we're going to start our gluing process. Black headliner suede. So first thing I'm going to do is flip it over to show you exactly how we're going to get this thing laid out. I just want to guesstimate about how big of a piece I need here. There we go. All right, so then I have that glued to that side of the board. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my edges in around here so that way we can wrap those. So I'm just cutting a couple of little relief tabs here where the curves are. Right here in this area. Just cut a couple little relief tabs. And now I'm gonna start folding this thing in. So we got everything wrapped here. You can kind of see those are the relief cuts that I mentioned earlier. And now we're going to cut out for the mirror here. So what you want to kind of do is feel around so you can get an idea of where that mirror actually is, so you can have it set in your mind. And what we're going to do, because the mirror facing is from here to here, we're going to cut a little slit from about an inch away from the edge. Now that I have that little slit cut there, it's an inch away from each edge. I'm going to also cut another little angle slit here, about an inch away from the opposite edge here, the corner edge. And I'm going to do the same for the top here. That way we can reach in here and open up this mirror and get an exact measurement of what the base mirror is. All right, so now I got this thing open here. I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the edge here, but not too close to the edge, but just to give me a little relief where I can start tucking this thing underneath. Now, just a rule of kind of what I like to do is I like to cut it just about where the mirror facing stops. That gives you a little bit that you know you can tuck underneath about the air width of this plastic here. So if you cut it any shorter than that, you're gonna have problems. So what you want to be careful of, and I'll show you here, is there's a little notch right here. And underneath the bottom side is this spring. So you don't want to press too hard in that area just because you don't want to stretch that spring out, because that's what gives this mirror its tension. There you go. And I'm being a little careful in these areas only because I don't want to pop any of these little plastic rivets here. So I'm just being careful and tucking it very easily. I'm going to insert this little plastic piece back in. So once you got this thing all laced up, now we're going to glue the seam here and get it all looking professional. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to use this Loctite, gel control Loctite. And I'll leave a link to this also in the description below. So all we do is insert the little tip here right into the slit and then squeeze a little bit in there. And then we give it a nice little for about 10 seconds or so. And you look at that, it's a nice little bond. Looks like it came factory. All right, so there you have it, guys. Nice and sealed up. Beautiful visor. So next, in my next video, I'm going to show you guys how to dye these plastic pieces here. How to properly dye. All right, you guys stay tuned. It's Headliner Magic, and this is what we do. Honda Civic Sun-visors done in Black Suede. You guys enjoy it. Again, the link will be in the description below for all the necessity pieces that it takes to do this. And I appreciate you watching.